It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the 51s and the Falcons. The Falcons look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Brett Sanders, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy loves pitching at home. He's had a little bit of a rough go pitching on the road so far this season, but he's pitched really well in his home environment, and I'm sure he's glad and comfortable that he's pitching at home in this one. Hopefully, he can string together another strong home start.
Now at the plate, Derek Parker, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow! Now to the plate, Brian Beard. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Sanders is coming up on a nice milestone in his career. He's just a small handful of victories away from 100 in his time at the major league level. The pitch. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hamby will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
That's first. The pitcher, Richie.
Ready now, Richie Dunlap. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close, it's a ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Lawrence Day starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
At the plate, Steve Rice. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Now the pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
As a look, now the pitch. Brent Means is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. On to first, a double play. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Matty, this lineup can't consistently find itself in the top third of the league in grounding into double plays. There has to be better and more professional at-bats when guys are on base. That is your chance to create runs for your team, and this lineup has not taken advantage of those opportunities.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Jeffrey Bellamy is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Now here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down and the inning continues. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And we see that these guys are currently in 3rd place in the AL in that department. In now, Bruce Sanders, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 2 home runs, 18 driven in. 0-1, here's the pitch.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Bellamy rounds 3rd and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, with 2 away, the man on first, he was moving on contact. He got a great jump and comes all the way around to score on that double. Always nice to snag the early lead, and they've done it here.
So now to the plate, Rodney Myers, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Ball and a strike. Sanders stands at second with 2 gone. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
All even now, 2-2. Even at 2-2. The pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Two out here and a runner at second. Sharp ground ball to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second. It's an early 1-0 lead. Now at the plate, Joel Morgan. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Joel Morgan.
Here it comes. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. The Falcons, of course, held this opposing lineup to only one run yesterday, so something like that today would give them a great chance at earning the sweep.
It's very difficult to sweep teams nowadays, but jumping out to an early one-run lead like they have in this one, they're certainly headed in the right direction.
The 3-1. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. This will be foul off to the right, out of play. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box now, Trent Burgess, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Here's the first pitch to him.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-1. And strike 2 swinging.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Nobody out, runner on first. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Stepping in now, Charles Altman, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. The average for him coming in at 322. 10 home runs, 26 RBIs. Comes set, and the 0-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
1-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. Smoke toward the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Standing in now, Sean Bender. Ball one to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Fouled away. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2. Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appealed down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Stephen Wong, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
A ball and a strike now. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Ball 2.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Here now the 2-2. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the tying run is in to score from third.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
At the plate now, Stuart Granger, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Derek Parker, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. Ready with the 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
3-1, here it is. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Rice is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. On now to the bottom of the second, all tied at 1-1. Now at the plate, Kevin Root. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Bender moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 54.
Now batting, Blake Hamby. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Too high, 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Batting in, the catcher, John
Digging in the switch hitter, Josh Means, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
On to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 2 full, all tied at 1-1. Ready for another chance? Brian Beard. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Brian Beard.
First offering on its way. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And one of the things that makes it so tough to pitch is you consistently have to make good pitches. Even on 2-0, you just can't lay one right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to nip a corner right there, but hats off, challenging 2-0 in a fastball count. He came and got something.
Into the box, Richie Dunlap, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Called strike 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Now move over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. At the plate, Joel Morgan. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Bellamy moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The third baseman, number 99, Trent Burgess.
Stepping in, Trent Burgess. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Runner on first with 2 away. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Rice has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Into the box, Joel Sloan. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. Here it comes. Yanked on the ground down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Sloan, originally from the state of Alabama. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these 2 teams find themselves entering our ballgame here today. Digging in to try it again, Steve Rice. He drew a walk his first time up. The pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now back, the designated hitter, Brent Means.
Striding forward now is the DH. Brent Means. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off again, ball 3.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
Full count now, 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bender is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. At the plate, Charles Altman. He reached on a single in his first try.
The right fielder, Charles Altman.
Now here's the pitch. Altman, a 32-year-old veteran, could be making an appearance at the All-Star game this year. So far, he's received the 2nd most votes among American League right fielders.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in 2nd place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
And he fouls this one off. Now the pitch. Hops this one up. Myers has a play. 1 away.
The batter, the left fielder, Sean Bender.
Striding in once again, Sean Bender. Here comes the first pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man. Digging in now, Stephen Wong. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Stepping in now, Stuart Ranger, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. 1-1. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now another 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Means goes to get it. Makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Good pitch there. That was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Derek Parker. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
3-0 to him now. Three balls, no strikes.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
The center fielder, number 15, Brian Beard.
Digging in, Brian Beard. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit weakly back to the mound. Barehanded at his knees. It's there. He got him. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jeffrey Bellamy. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, 0-1. Bellamy is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not a dead pull guy. This is a guy that likes to use gap to gap. And when that's happening, you stay on anything fading away from you.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Misses, ball 2. Count remains 2-2. Another foul ball. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
To the plate now, Bruce Sanders. Hit toward the right side, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rodney Mize.
Stepping into the box, Rodney Mize. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with 2 as they finally get another base runner on. He stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
Standing in now, Kevin Root, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Root carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. So far on the year, Root is carrying a slugging percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Lifted in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Richie Dunlap.
Richie Dunlap.
Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it, but I don't think he got under it just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But hard to complain about a well-hit double, though.
In now, Joel Morgan, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The third baseman, number 99. Trent Burgess.
Now at the plate, Trent Burgess. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. The 1-0 home.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Sam Moses takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Charles Altman will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1. Look, now the pitch. And that one got a piece of him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
So striding in, Sean Bender. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, I know he got drilled last time up, but he's got a chance at some sweet revenge right here. Bases juiced, he is looking to do some serious damage.
No balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
So now to the plate, Stephen Wong. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 1-0. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Third home run for him on the year, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
So stepping in, Stuart Granger. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Here it comes. Four runs here in this half inning. And that's too high, ball 2.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Pitch on the way.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the damage was done right here as you get another look at the grand slam home run. Bottom of the... Coming to the plate now, Blake Hamby is 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Number 54.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
At the plate now, Josh Means, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Altman is there, one away. Stepping up now, Joel Sloan. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
And he popped him up. Burgess waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Steve Rice. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner will get back standing. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. Bender is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Derek Parker. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Third home run for him on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
At the plate, Brian Beard. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
3-1 to him now. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bad head out.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off-speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today he's gone on strikes. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Joel Morgan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
High in the air out to center field. Rice is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their. Bryce Black enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Next will be the designated hitter, Brent Means. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Jeffrey.
Into the box now, Jeffrey Bellamy. First pitch on its way. Runs up and gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Bruce Sanders. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Altman is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Ready once again, Trent Burgess. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Strike one to start the at-bat. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another one sent foul.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Peter caught too much of the zone.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready for another shot now. Charles Altman. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Myers is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now in the box, Sean Bender. First offering on its way. 2 out, nobody on. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Digging in and looking for more, Rodney Myers. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now back.
Digging in once again, Kevin Root. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Digging in, Blake Hamby. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Making his way to the plate, Stephen Wong. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping up to the plate, Stuart Granger. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. The Falcons came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
Derek Parker is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out. Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Freddie Castillo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Sean Sims will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Joel Sloan. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Here now the 2-2. One out, nobody on. Grounded to short. He's got it. And that's the second out.
Now back, center fielder, Steve.
So coming to the plate, Steve Rice. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
That's count 0-2.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Sean Sims will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 44,
Cedric Morrow enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Brian Beard. He's set and the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch.
I can't tell you how big a pitch the last one was. The difference between 3-1 and 2-2. 2-2, you're probably taking a turn for the dugout.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Stepping into the box, Richie Dunlap. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. The 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Morrow is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Just hung in there on that one.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Here's another 1-2. In the dirt here. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
Softly hit out to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head.
To the plate now, Joel Morgan. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So striding forward now, Trent Burgess. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. The 1-0. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Runners are at second and third with one down. Two and one. From the belt, the pitch. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's in at second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Right fielder. Go. Okay.
David Ellis enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Standing in now, Charles Altman. And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And oh, the offline throw as this takes off down the line in left field. And he will score from third, and a real letdown behind the plate as that should go down as a passed ball. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Ellis, a native of Tennessee. He was selected in the 15th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Scored at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Standing in, Sean Bender. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First offering on its way.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0 delivery. Count now a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and no one left on base. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. The 51s lead this one 9-1. Striding into the box, Brent Means starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. The 2-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead a foul ball. There's the 2-1 home. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. On down. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
In now, Jeffrey Bellamy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1.
1 strike.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Bruce Sanders will be next. And that's low, ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
In now, Bruce Sanders. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runners on first with 1 down. That's inside. 2-0.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The 51s used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Lawrence Day earns the win, his 2nd. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 9 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the home team, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Roadrunners and the Polar Bears. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Rocco Urban, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
At the plate, John Joyner. He will lead this one off today.
For the Roadrunners, the second baseman,
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
First pitch, 110.
The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Weeks is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, David Meredith.
Digging in, David Meredith. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The first baseman, Brooks McKay.
Stepping in, Brooks McKay. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, Dero. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
And that's through for a hit.
That is good. The right fielder, Julius Grady.
Stepping in now, Julius Grady, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. McKay leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. From the stretch.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. Make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Man, errors are never welcome. But to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
Coming to the plate now, Robert Andrews, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my life.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Pause, and the 0-2. Popped him up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit. Also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Stu Money gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Ronnie Weeks. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Ronnie Weeks is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. So now to the plate, Bobby Aller. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. The average coming into play right at 320. 4 home runs and 22 RBIs. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Hit out towards second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Batting first, the right fielder, Jesus Pena.
Standing in, Jesus Pena. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Pena is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. He tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you can tell he is just super confident against right-handed guys. You know, sometimes it's coincidence. Sometimes it's you don't see many lefties, Matty. But bottom line is 75% of the time there's a right-hander on the mound, and this guy finds barrel consistently.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Fernando Rodriguez. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Outside.
The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So digging in now, Mitch Drew. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ready with the 1-0.
Ball back here.
Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Ready with the 2-1. Bounce towards the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Now at the plate, Brent Hughes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Struck him out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Into the box, John Delgaizo. And a ball 1-0. Comes in here right at 260. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off-speed.
David Trimfel comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate now, Jason Murphy. This ball will be chopped foul. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Murphy averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. Delgaiso ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. He scores as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
A minute ago, this thing was tied up, but when you're giving up triples, you're not going to be close for too long. Now a 2-run lead and a base hit away from making it 3.
At the plate, John Joyner, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he misses again, 2-0.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Fouled away. Now the 2-1. David Meredith will be next. A man at third with 1 away. Ground ball left side. Reined in. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Into the box now, David Meredith, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. 3 runs already home here. A ball and a strike. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that back, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
To the plate now, Brooks McKay. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Runner goes for third. Pitch is high. The throw, and an offline throw, but he gets the tag down, and he is out at third. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Mobile is on top 3-0. Set to get his day started, Ty Watts, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Now to the plate, Martin Good. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Too low, 1-0. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
1-2.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So now to the plate, Gus Ferrano. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Ferrano playing here in his age 29 season. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 3-2 now. Pablo Piedra would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together, or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Striding in, Pablo Piedra comes into this one with 3 hits and 11 at-bats in the series. He's set. Here it comes. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brooks McKay.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Fouled off. Here it comes.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Ball three.
And he misses again. Ball three.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division.
Julius Grady.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Julius Grady. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
At the plate, Robert Andrews. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners on first with one down. Ball one. Now a move over to first. Hard on the ground towards short. And a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big.
Standing in now, Brent Hughes. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Runners are at first and second with one away. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Not every home run is exactly the same. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Jesse Collins is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Stepping in now, John Delgaizo. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Collins has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 1-1. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate, David Trinfel, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole. 0-2. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. Mobile is on top here, 6-0. Now at the plate, Ronnie Weeks. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The 1-0 delivery. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
That's ball 3.
Bobby Aller will be next. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hughes will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 1.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Bobby Aller.
Ready now, Bobby Aller. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
That's a ball.
Down and away, ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. One out, nobody on. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Full count, here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Murphy is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, the right fielder, Jesus Pena.
Into the box now, Jesus Pena for the series. He's 3 for 12. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-0.
Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. All set for the start of the 4th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Jason Murphy.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1-0 the count. That evens it up, 1-1. And now pitch on the way. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off, and the count runs full. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Pena is there to put it away for route number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, John Joyner.
Now at the plate, John Joyner, a hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit more.
Good arm action on the circle change, swung out and missed. 0-2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. So that's his 3rd triple of the year.
Yeah, that's not a ton, Matt, but he looked very capable there of picking up some more as the season goes on.
Into the box now, David Meredith, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. 1 out and a runner on third. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Slow roller out to short. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Now batting, Brooks McKay. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Outside and low. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Two out, nobody on. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
Now batting, right fielder, Julius.
Ready for another chance? Julius Grady. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back safely. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Roadrunners lead it 7-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next, the dangerous power threat, Fernando Rodriguez.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And there's one down now.
The batter, the left fielder, Mitch Drew.
Into the box, Mitch Drew. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's the pitch. And he got him.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
To the plate now, Ty Watts. Ball 1, Watts. A 32-year-old veteran is the leading vote getter at third base in all-star balloting coming into today, so it looks very likely at least that he'll be on the squad, if not starting.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the all-star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the all-star game right now.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, Robert Andrews. First pitch coming, here it is. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now the 1-0. Line drive to center field. Weeks has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Brent Hughes comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner in there for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
retired to the at-bat to check on first. And they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
So now to the plate, John Delgaizo, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Roadrunners are out on top, 7-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Martin Good.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Lays off 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. On the ground to the right side. And a good throw gets him, one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Gus Ferrano.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Gus Ferrano. He drew a walk his first time up. Now here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Pablo Piedra.
Stepping in, Pablo Piedra. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's low.
Now the 1-0.
2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Taken, but called a strike. Slow little roller to third. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, David Trinfel. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now back, Jason Murphy.
At the plate, Jason Murphy. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. In there at the knees, strike 1. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
Digging in to try it again, John Joyner. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. Runner at first here, one man out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready on 0-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. He's right there. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
First pitch coming. Here it is. David Meredith stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
There's a look over first. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-1 home. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Ronnie Weeks.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hughes is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Bobby Allman.
Striding in once again, Bobby Aller. First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the 2nd out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Jesus Pena, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Rodriguez.
Digging in, Fernando Rodriguez, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Casey Owens comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Seventh inning ready to roll, and here comes the first baseman, Brooks McKay.
Brooks McKay.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Weeks will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Julius Grady.
Stepping into the box, Julius Grady. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Robert Andrews.
Striding forward now is the DH, Robert Andrews. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired.
Traditional 7th inning stretch.
Digging in now, Mitch Drew.
We're moving right along into this one as we hit into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going. Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings. It's interesting, though, his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40% so far in this one.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Fouled off. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Lays off. 2-2 now.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Here now the 2-2. Yeah, swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Into the box, Ty Watts. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home.
That's a ball.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. One out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2. He loses him on ball 4.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Now at the plate, Martin Good, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and he fouls this one off. Runners on first with one down. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Runner at second here with one man out. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
From the stretch, Gus Ferrano is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit, and the no-hitter is gone. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out. But D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows this guy to finish it on his own.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized Cutter away, stayed inside it, and was able to drive it the other way.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ronnie Weeks. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high, so this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
Now the 1-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Three and 0 now.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Ready with the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Sean Mercer answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. Bobby Allard will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the belt, the pitch. Edge of the zone that time, taken and ruled a strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here's a drive toward the gap in right center, and that's going to split the alley for extra bases. 1 run is scored. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Some guys just rise to the occasion when the lights are the brightest, and he's definitely in that category. He's been a clutch hitter all year, and here's another in a long line of clutch ABs.
Yeah, and that adds 3 more ribbies to his already impressive total. At the plate now, Jesus Pena, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. That fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 4 runs here in this half inning. Slow roller down the third baseline. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. 8th inning coming up. The Roadrunners are out in front 7-4. Deshaun Smoove has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Brent Hughes. First pitch on its way. Count. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Good. Ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. So stepping in, John Delgaizo. Set and the pitch. not taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 0-1 on its way. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. Third home run for him on the year, and they double him up. It's 8-4.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest, their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
In now, David Trinfeld. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. So striding in, Jason Murphy. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. First delivery to him on the way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to left. Drew is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. Mobile is out in front, 8-4. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in the long ball threat, Fernando Rodriguez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Cap.
Curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
The 2-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Stepping up now, Mitch Drew. He's set. Here it comes. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. That's strike 1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Late that time for a strike.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box now, Ty Watts, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Cutter low, 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Strike 2 up in the zone. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Into the box now. Martin, good. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Justin Clark enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, John Joyner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. And it's 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Ready for another shot now. David Meredith, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Now the 1-0. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Leadoff pitch home. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
So now to the plate, Brooks McKay, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
0-1. Ball 2. 2-1.
2 out, nobody on. All even now, 2-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Roadrunners on top 8-4. Now in the box, Gus Ferrano. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. One and one.
1-1.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the first out.
Down back, the designated hitter, Pablo Piedra.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Pablo Piedra. Pitch on the way. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a liner. Foul. And the pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Stepping in now, Ronnie Weeks. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
8-4 the final this afternoon. Mobile took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Stu Money earned his 5th win of the year as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. Rocco Urban struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the home team, 4 runs on 3 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
start cooking.
He left it. He left it.